Dr. Chen, if tensions escalate before Donald Trump reassumes the presidency, how might China adjust its strategies given Trump's unpredictable foreign policy record?
Well, there's not really that much China can do at this stage because we are simply reacting to the measures employed by the U.S. As of right now, what we are doing. We will continue to, which is to build alliance with other countries in the global South, create multilateral organizations, create multilateral frameworks that help promote regional stability. And this is all we have been doing, and this is what we will continue to do. And in terms of a new Trump administration, we cannot, of course, influence the U.S. foreign policy agenda. But as I said, what we can do is to try at least let other countries in the world realize the importance of having a peaceful situation in the Indo-Pacific and the importance of having China and the U.S. Agree on key issues that we can work on together, like climate, like non-traditional security issues, food security, technology. There are a lot of areas we can work on together. Aside from the traditional security issues, which we may not see eye to eye at this moment.
Mr. Rossomando, how would escalating tensions between China and the U.S. over Taiwan impact broader U.S.-China relations, especially in trade and security cooperation?
Well, right now, I think that it would bring about a catastrophic breach between the U.S. and China if the Chinese were to move on Taiwan. I think that the U.S. would seriously be considering an armed conflict because we can't tolerate having Taiwan, which is the source of the world's semiconductors, under occupation. I mean, we're already seeing efforts to deter the Chinese. We want to make sure that they don't go into Taiwan. So this is what all these arms are for. You have to go in before an invasion, as we learned in Ukraine, not after the fact, because getting arms into Taiwan after a Chinese invasion would be next to impossible.
Would that be considered as escalation in your own opinion or not?
Absolutely, it would be an escalation.
This is an escalation. Okay.
I mean, I'm talking about the Chinese going in. I think that we're just trying to practice deterrence.
Okay. Dr. Chen, what role does public opinion in China play in shaping Beijing's response to U.S.-Taiwan relations?
I think the public opinion in China, in PRC, has always been very supportive of the people in Taiwan. And a lot of the people in China actually see Taiwan people as just family. And so in that aspect, I think the Chinese government is echoing what the Chinese people are hoping for. But just to speak to the earlier point, which is the so-called invasion of China and its harm to the semiconductor industry, I totally disagree. And for a few reasons, I think first, I recognize that since the pandemic, since the Russian-Ukraine conflict, all countries around the world have realized the importance of having a supply chain resilience, which is why a lot of the countries are now reinvesting in key manufacturing sectors. And we are seeing chip companies like Samsung, they are stepping up their effort in producing semiconductors. So we are seeing a lot of both states and non-state actors trying to build up the supply chain resilience. But I think this is for the good of the globalized world we live in, but not for the purpose of the so-called guarding some region from invasion.